Sabrina Router.
And I'm Brenda Vasquez. We are here with senior Javier Arellano from the Metro State Soccer Team.
Thank you for coming and meeting with us today and being able for us to interview you.
Yeah, thank you guys for inviting me out to this interview.
So why do you play soccer? Like, what got you into playing soccer?
What got me into playing soccer? Well, I grew up in Mexico, and there was really nothing to do but play in the streets with your friends and your cousins and all your schoolmates. So that's basically how it started, just playing, just having fun as a kid, 4-year-old, 6-year-old, just trying to get involved, trying to be active. And soccer was the most easiest way and affordable way for us to play.
That's awesome. So where are you from?
So like I said, I'm from Mexico. It's a small little town in the state of Guanajuato. The state of Guanajuato is bordering Michoacán and Jalisco, and it's about the biggest city in Guanajuato is León. That city is about 5 hours from Mexico City. The little town that I grew up in, it's called Guadalupe de Jalpa. It's a agricultural town, not really big on industry and all that stuff. It's more families growing crops and owning land and stuff like that. And so I grew up in that environment. In 2001, when I was 7 years old, my dad moved all the family over to Colorado. My dad had been here for several years, working in with the migrant program. And so he moved here, and he decided to move us all in here. Yeah, I've been here ever since. So
that's awesome. And have you been at Metro for all 4 years?
So I haven't been at Metro for all 4 years. I'm a senior, and I've been here for 2 years, for the past 2 years. Hopefully I'll graduate in the spring. Latest, it's the summer, but I'm in that course right now. When I graduated from high school in 2013, I committed to go play at Fort Hays State University in Kansas. And I was there for 1 year. I decided to come back to Colorado because, Hays it was just a small town. I could probably do it for, 1 year, but being there all 4 years, I didn't see myself doing that. So I came back. I originally didn't come back straight to Metro. I took some time off, getting my associate's degree at Ames Community College, and then I started doing some coaching, trying to stay involved with the game, coaching little kids for the Rapids Youth Soccer Club. And so there I met with one of my ex-coaches. His name is Andrew Keeley, and Andrew was director of coaching there at the Rapids when I was coaching. He still is, actually. And we just caught up one day, and we talked about what we were doing, what I was interested in, what was my next move. And I told him that I was already done. At that time when we spoke, I told him that I was already done with my associates. I was going to be done in that spring. And so he said, well, what are you going to do next? And I said, well, I'm going to go to Metro and continue my education, get my bachelor's degree, and graduate. And, he asked me if I was interested in playing on the team here. And, it kind of surprised me, but him and Coach Tittle knew each other. So Andrew Keeley reached out to Coach Tittle. Coach Tittle invited me for a tryout, and ever since I've been here. And Coach Tittle have had a good relationship ever since. So.
That's super cool. So everything kind of worked out.
Yeah. I'm not your traditional, 4-year college student. You can say that I'm 23 now. So I kind of did take some time off and trying to kind of figure things out. But yeah, now that I think about it, it's been an experience that has helped me develop as a person, and I'm grateful for that I went through that, and not your typical 4-year student.
Would you say everything happens for a reason?
Yeah, well, I mean, it certainly all plays out some way or another, I actually had in mind coming to Metro when I was in high school. And the coach that was here before him, me and him, we couldn't just, I guess I didn't really reach out to him in time to be recruited and be put on that class to come in here right afterwards. But I always had Metro in mind because of my siblings. I have 3 siblings that graduated from this university. So I knew it was affordable, and I knew I could come here and graduate as well. So I've been here when they were in school. I came to events and stuff like that. So I really like Metro. At that time it just didn't work out, but then like now that I think about it, it all worked out, and I'm here, and I've been enjoying my time ever since. So.
Nice. So how's your season going so far?
So our season right now, it's it's kind of been like a tale of two stories, and that kind of reflects kind of our games as well. There's games that we have really good games, and then there's other games that we're not up to our level that we know we can get to. We're sitting fourth in the RMAC right now. We have 6 games left. Tonight we play UCCS, and then Colorado State University, Cesar Pueblo on Sunday, and then we have Westminster and Mesa. The last 4 games. So we're still aiming to finish as high as we can in the RMAC standings, give us a better chance for the RMAC tournament, be in better position for that. It's been good. I think we've learned a lot, and we're still continuing to learn from all our teammates and our coaching staff. So.
Who would you say is your hardest team, like opponent?
I'm looking at like the next 6 games, and it's probably Mesa. And we play them twice, so that's good. But they're also fighting to finish. They're third in the RMAC, so our 2 games that we're going to face them, it's going to be interesting to see how it evolves and see how, because that's going to obviously play. I mean, the rest of the 6 games are going to play a role in our standings. So but Mesa, facing them and having that head-to-head against them, it's going to be crucial.
Nice.
What's the biggest thing that you want to accomplish this year? Being your senior year, what's your biggest goal?
Yeah, I think our goal is to obviously go to the national tournament, and for that we need to win the RMAC tournament. So right now we're just focused on our next game this weekend and getting those results that we need. And obviously that's going to help us going forward. But yeah, our ultimate goal is to make it to the national tournament and get a run at it.
That's awesome. As an individual, what do you want to accomplish? What do you need to maybe help the team with to be able to get to that goal as a team? Individually, what do you need to do?
Yeah, I mean, individually, I always try to just contribute to the team. I'm not a regular starter, but I always come out to training and try my hardest to start games. But even when I'm on the bench, coach always, we all have our role, and even the bench players have a role in supporting and helping out the team. And when they come into the field, then it's your turn to perform. So it's just a matter for me. It's about helping out the team, honestly. So that's cheering them on the bench, giving directions, coming into the field for 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. You always have to contribute some way, and so that's kind of my role, what it's been like.
Awesome. Do you have like a goal, I know with soccer it's goals. Do you have like a number of goals you want to score? Because with me as a runner, I always look towards a time or a place in a race. How does it work being a soccer player?
Well, taking in consideration, obviously myself reflecting on my time here being at Metro these past 2 years, I've had significant time that I've come off the bench, and so I knew that coming into the season. So I was, I myself didn't set a goal as to like I want to get a certain number of goals or a certain number of assists. It was more like how can I help the team, and always coming out here every day and giving my best. And so this season, surprisingly, not surprisingly, I think that performance where I got my goal, that game this season, that was a good moment for me. It was a moment I remember because it's my first collegiate goal. So I even surprised myself. I honestly, getting the time that I was getting in the games and stuff like that, I didn't think I would have the chance to score a goal.
The best feeling ever, probably,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. It was my first one, so it felt even better. So.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks.
So after this year, what do you plan to do with your soccer career? Like, do you plan to play for like in a higher level, or?
After this year, I want to really concentrate on my career, which is broadcasting. So I want to get more experience, get internships when they're available, and really get my foot in the door into that industry. Soccer-wise, I think I'll still be playing. With just probably competitive league, Sunday league, whatever. Just indoor, just trying to stay involved in the game. I'm obviously not going to try to go away from it, but after this season, obviously your mentality does change because now you're thinking of like what's next, and obviously your life ahead of soccer is next, career-wise. So kickstart my career and see if I can connect with people that way. I can land a good job when I graduate.
So who do you want to work for when you get your career?
I want to be in sports broadcasting. So like any big sports network would be nice to work with, but I got to be realistic. You just can't graduate and go and land that job. So right now I don't know. I obviously want to get I want to start getting noticed, get out there, and get internships at news stations that's going to help me get there.
If you were to compare yourself to a professional soccer player, who would it be and why?
I grew up admiring Xavi from Barcelona, and it's kind of funny because when I was in club soccer, everybody would ask me like, "What's your name?" and I would be like, "Javi," and they're like, "Oh, Xavi."
Oh, you Xavi.
Yeah, and so like they would say that not only because of my name, but because I play similar to him. But over time, it's just kind of. I really like Messi. I think he's probably the best player that's played the game. And so, if I were to like compare myself to a soccer player, it would probably be like, like Xavi.
Awesome.
Is there any player you look up to the most?
Well, yeah, it would be Xavi.
Same.
Like I said, growing up, it was kind of like him. I played the same position as him as well. So, but in the collegiate level, my role is kind of not changed, but I've been more defensive midfielder. So, it varies. But I really like Xavi and Messi, the way they play and the way they manipulate the ball. So.
What does a daily routine look like being a soccer player, being a student athlete as a soccer player?
Yeah, well, for me, it's waking up at 7:30, getting my day going, showering, getting breakfast, checking social media. I think everybody does that, so I don't spend much time on it, but I do consider that time. And I have class at 9:30. We have practice at 2:30. So in the morning, I try to get my 2 classes in. I have an online class, so I make time for that too. Then we have practice here at 2:30, and then we have weights afterwards. So we don't get out of here until about maybe 5:30 or 6.
So this being your senior year, is there anything you would change?
Yes, it would probably be to come to Metro straight after high school. Have more time here. But like I said, it's probably like my journey to be here. It's been unique and it's been different, and it shaped me into the person that I am because of it. So
That's awesome. Well, you have a game tonight at 5 p.m. with UCCS, so good luck to that, and hopefully we should be there. I think we'll be there watching, cheering you on. But thank you for meeting with us, and have a great, awesome rest of your season.
thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me.